My generation wants to put Hillary Clinton in prison. And by the way, we now have 20% off all T-shirts if you want to get your Hillary for Prison T-shirt. And you could show it just like that banner that's driving around Philadelphia right now. We had it driving around in front of the MSNBC studio and in front of Independence Square, triggering people. I triggered a gun grabber, this kind of portly man who at the end of the video says he wants to get rid of all guns. That's what these people think. These people think guns are the problem, not criminals like Hillary Clinton. Anything she does is okay because these people have to suspend disbelief in order to get to that point. So we're right now in the middle of Operation, not even in the middle, but in the first 5 hours. This is the 4.5 hours into Operation Sleeping Giant. It's our super sale and fundraisers going on right now. 40% off Brain Force, 20% off all Pro Pure water filters, 30% off Survival Shield X2, an amazing product. 30% off Super Male and Female Vitality, both amazing products. 20% off all survival seeds, 20% off all shirts, 30% off Liver Shield, and many, many other specials. David, what products out of the INFOWARS Lifeline do you take?
My favorite is Brain Force. I call it Brain Focus because it really does help me to focus. That's one of the products. I take a lot of products because I look at the back of them, and even if I don't feel something, I understand what these ingredients are about. I understand how they're going to affect my health for the better. Just like I don't feel anything when I take vitamin C, but I know I need to take vitamin C. But some of them, like Brain Force, I definitely can tell it focuses me. Unlike coffee, it doesn't make me jittery. But it's one of the products that I feel something immediately. So I would say that's my favorite supplement.
Was crazy. I imagine tonight's going to be crazy. We're going to get that perspective from Joe Biggs in just 1 second because he is live out at a media tent. There must be some big to go. It looks like some sort of Castro in training is up there, probably telling us how to act and what to say. So
Rosario Dawson's about to walk up and speak.
Oh yeah. And what is she going to tell us how to vote too? We got to be with Hillary.
She's behind the girl.
No, they're all against. They're all not going to vote. They're all pissed off because of Bernie. They're all walkouts.
Oh, so these are walkout delegates. Well, this is good. Hey, are you going to go confront the spitter after this?
You know I am.
You got to ask. You got to ask him. Did your mother teach you to spit on people you don't like? And because people don't like it when you talk about their mothers, but spitting on people's okay. And why did the Young Turks edit that out of their video that they showed? Because that's a big deal that they edited that out and then pretended like they were assaulted.
Well, so, we might even be able to do this live. So
yeah, we might. In fact, that would be great if we could do it live. Do you have 2 cameras running or just one?
I've got my personal camera. I'm taking pictures with. Rosario Dawson's about to speak.
I would say run video of that while you confront that guy when that happens. And
girl who was big for Bernie. And then was censored.
So Rosario Dawson's an actress, like a mid-level actress, and Susan Sarandon's pissed off. She left. She said, "I'm out. I'm done with the Democratic Party." She was a Democrat, a big fan of Bernie Sanders, and she spoke, I think, on Monday night or Sunday night actually, and she left.
Oh, hey, Jimmy's over here. He's down on he's walked away.
All right, go get him. Go get him. All right, so this is the guy that spit on Alex Jones when we were over at the Young Turks media tent. So Joe Biggs is going to confirm. Go for it, Joe. Just go when you're ready. I'll stop. I'll shut up. I'm just describing this for people, setting it up. Go. Joe Biggs live.
Hey, did your mom teach you how to spit? Where'd you learn how to spit on people, Jimmy? How you doing, brother? Hey, where'd you learn that spitting technique at? Do you always spit on people when you disagree with them?
That's the big story here. That's it. It's all over. Let's go see what happens later.
Is that something you normally do? You go spit on people? Huh?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Nice. That's a nice thing you got.
Yeah, cool. You?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
Come on with me. Come this way.
Yeah, let's go over here.
Yeah, talk to him. This is the guy that spit on. He's like a low-level minion of the Young Turks, and he believes spitting on people. Watch out, he might be going for his tea.
Hey, you're not going for your tea, are you?
That's a little honesty. What's your name, brother?
Hey, I'm Joe Biggs with INFOWARS.com.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, actually.
I gotta tell you, Alex Jones is fucking funny, and you know it. He is funny, right? You agree with me?
Oh, I think he's a great guy.
I mean, he's actually funny, though.
Ask him if he deserved to be spit on.
Funny.
Ask him if he deserved to be spit on.
But why would you spit, though? Come on, brother. Why would you spit?
How you doing? When I was going up there, he said something. I think he said, he said, "Hey, I'm trying to be nice," and it was so funny. And it was so funny that I did a spit take, which to me is the highest compliment you could give to another comedian. And so that's what I was really doing. And so mad respect to Alex Jones. So really, no kidding. Have him contact me. We could do a thing together.
Yeah.
But thanks. Good to talk to you, Joe. Anything else?
No, man. So what do you think about this election process? Who are you going for?
Who am I going for? Certainly not Hillary Clinton. And certainly not Donald Trump.
So you're following the Jill Stein now?
You know what? I don't know. You know what? I saw her speak for the first time yesterday and 2 days ago. And she gave a really good speech. And, there's a couple of things on her platform I don't agree with either. But I don't see I can give my vote to corruption. Debbie Wasserman Schultz got kicked out for being corrupt, and
So
immediately she got
what do you
hired.
think about that, though, with the DNC leaks? How the DNC leaks can come out. It shows the collusion between the
No
mainstream
shit.
media
I'm with you.
and Debbie Wasserman. No, you're fine. And then Hillary Clinton brings her in as an honorary chairman of her campaign.
Dude, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
That's like, oh, so you're corrupt, we have to fire you, but we're going to hire you onto my campaign and I'm going to be president? That's horrible. That's what I think this is about a little bit. It was more about Nina Turner not being allowed to speak, so people are upset about that. So they're totally disrespecting the real liberals, right, in the party, and that's the big problem, right? So people are upset that the Democratic Party has moved to the right, and they're corporatists.
Ask him if Anna is going to apologize for fat-shaming Alex.
And you know, if Anna Kasparian is going to apologize for a fat shaming, isn't she like the big anti-fat shaming person?
She fat-shamed Alex.
Thanks for going through some pizza boxes, but no, I don't know what that. I don't know what Anna's going to say. But mad props to Alex for being funny. And I don't know if I actually went on YouTube and there's a whole series of Alex Jones hilarious videos. You've seen those, right? And he is. I'm not kidding, by the way. I'm not. That's not even a little bit of a joke. I'm being humorous, but it's serious. And then after the spit take, he goes, "He says, hey, that guy spit in my face," which is also funny.
That's like a biohazard, though, man. We don't know what
No. It wasn't. No, it wasn't spit. I wouldn't.
But it was
spit.
in your mouth. I don't know where you've been.
It was It was involuntary. Alex is hilarious.
How do you involuntarily spit?
Spit take. You know what a spit take is. Come on, Joe.
Oh my God! Come on, man.
You know what? I would like Alex. We should set it up that he could spit iced tea in my face if he would
I
like.
think we can.
I'm serious. That would be okay with me.
All right, man.
All right,
Okay,
tell him
brother.
thanks. Tell
Nice
him
to talk
thanks.
to you, Joe. Alex the kid. Alex is funny. All right, buddy.
All right, I think he just wanted you to say Alex actually does have a great sense of humor, and we've done a lot of funny skits around here that I think are hilarious. So, Joe, what have you seen today going on, especially after last night? Last night looked a lot crazier than Monday night, let me tell you.
Last night was definitely interesting because you had two different factions. You had two different groups playing out. There was a large Black Lives Matter protest that was in the thousands, and they started North Broad. It's Temple University. It took a while to start, but as they got a larger crowd, then you had a speaker come up with Black Lives Matter telling all white reporters to get to the back of the line. And I started tweeting out about that earlier when that was happening. And people were telling me, no, that's BS. That was never said. And now we've seen the video, the footage. It's been out everywhere on Drudge Report. This lady clearly gets up on the vehicle with her bullhorn and says, if you're white, you get the back of the march. You don't belong up front with us. And then they marched all the way down to City Hall. Well, it started dying down, and I ended up taking an Uber further south to FDR Park, where there was a Bernie Sanders rally of people who were very angry about the entire DNC leaks, and they were voicing their opinion about that. And they were talking about how they wanted to get over that wall and get inside and support the delegates when they walk out. So I actually have footage of some of these Bernie Sanders supporters actually climbing this fence to get into the Wells Fargo Center where the DNC was taking place, trying to get out there, and it was quickly shut down. They were arrested. But there were thousands of people in that protest. Hour or so goes by, and the protest down south starts marching north, and they actually end up running into the Black Lives Matter protest under a bridge at Packer Avenue, where there were about 6 squad cars. At that point in time, they started screaming, hey, let's join forces together. Let's march back down towards the DNC. And in that moment, they started pushing the squad cars back. And there was like this epic battle between the police inside the vehicles, the protesters. They were banging on the hoods of the cars, complete and total anarchy, chaos. It was nuts.
Yeah, and if you guys can find that footage, it's from last night. And what are the titles of those videos, Joe?
it was protesters become more dangerous, I believe. It's got around 50,000 views, 40-something thousand views.
Yeah.
There was a 19-year-old guy named Joey was running around talking to the leftists about globalism and how that's a huge danger and how they need to be aware of globalism and what it is and what they can do to look for it and how they can combat it. And that was his entire thing. He told his mom, hey, this means something to me. I'm going out here with the protesters. I'll be fine. You know, his main goal was to get on INFOWARS and talk about his message that he was teaching to the left, to let them understand that, you know, maybe the Bernie Sanders supporters and the Trump supporters have a little bit more in common than they think.
Yeah, I definitely agree, especially Bernie supporters. Donald Trump is not part of the political establishment that we see that has been running the show for the last 30, 40 years. That paradigm is changing, and it's changing because of the internet, and people are starting to get real to what's happening. They're not getting their news from mainstream media anymore. That's dying. Mainstream media is being watched by people who are 60 and over, and that's it. Nobody else gets their news from mainstream media. They don't care. Your grandmother gets her news from
Rachel Maddow tells all. Rachel Maddow tells all.
I know. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to go over there, but we love our Grammy.
I'm still curious whether or not Rachel Maddow and Chris Hayes are two people or the one and the same, and they just decide to change.
I think they changed glasses.
Well, no,
they change glasses and Rachel shaves before they go.
It's a gender. Maybe it's like a gender identification, the confusion issue where one day they're a guy, one day they're a girl. They don't know. They're really confused still about it. I don't know.
George Norrie is somebody, because I later was told this by Clear Channel executives. He probably doesn't want me telling the story, or he can tell me it's inaccurate, but I was told this by some high-level folks that later left the company just a few years ago. He put his job on the line in 2003. He had a top-rated show. He'd won TV, his highest credits, Emmys, 3 of them or 4 of them. He'd been, of course, a naval officer and just done a lot of other amazing things. And he was being, taken over the show and took it from 500 stations over 600 to be the second largest syndicated show in the world. And that's on at night, so it beats the daytime shows. I want to talk about his courage, though, as a trailblazer. He took the show from 80% UFOs, which is interesting, to like 80% New World Order, world governments, vaccinations are dangerous. And he put his job on the line. And I happen to know for a fact that, I don't think I've ever even told him this story, but when he finally set me up for the show, we had record ratings. It was on national TV the next day that they had me on. C-SPAN, CNN reported on. They were very scared of it. That, there were people telling me, look, they're wanting George to fail. Some people, they're doing this, and they think that this is how they're going to bring him down after he'd only been doing the show a year and a half and had taken it to the highest ratings ever. And they had a replacement host ready, and George Norrie said, I'm putting Alex Jones on the air. And you know what? It's the chain reaction that led to so much of this. And then Matt Drudge, a whole other level, drudgereport.com. And look, it's not about thanking people that helped me. They were patriots a decade ago or more when no one would talk about this. You'd get audited, you'd get arrested, you'd get beat up. I used to get audited and beat up in parking lots for this stuff. And so, George, I love you, brother, and it's always good seeing you, and I hate to kiss your butt, but people need to know how amazing you are. It's not just Donald Trump today or Ron Paul or any of these people or Nigel Farage. You went through a lot. Now, I know part of this story, but over the years, I got the full story from different levels. Were you threatened like I was before I came on?
I was never threatened, Alex, directly. It always came to me by word of mouth from other people. And, they kept dodging the bullet. We were never able to hone down and find out exactly who are they, what are they. But they kept coming at me in different ways. But, we kept fighting, and we did exactly what you said. We took a show that was successful and popular that would not have continued in this society today had I not made the changes that I had to
You
make.
are a total visionary.
Had to do it.
Well, George, anything I can ever do for you. I want you to know how much I admire you in this world of cowards. You are such a frickin' man.
Well, you already do, my friend. You've been very helpful to my family, and you're one heck of a guy, and we think the world of you. And I'm telling you, the best thing I ever did in this show was sticking my neck out, putting Alex Jones on our radio show, because we proved to the people that there's more to what's going on in this life than just strange and unusual things.
And you care so much, I'm going to go further.